Because I had a situation where I had on and we were fuck buddies. And this was a chick who would, when she did come over, you know what I'm saying, for sex, she would do extra shit. You know what I'm saying? She would even bring me shit. She was the type of woman that would be willing to cook me a meal and take me out on her dime and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So when she hit me up and was complaining about the fact that, you know, you don't take me out, what's up with that? And I told her, point blank, that's not what we do. When I get horny, I call you up. If you're free, I step through. If you get horny, you call me up. If I'm free, I fall through. I'm like, that's it. That's what the fuck we do.
Women don't get with guys as placeholders. Do you know how hard it is to get rid of a woman who actually likes you, who actually respects you, who actually loves you? Do you know how hard it is to get rid of that woman? And you're not talking about some hypergamy? This is real simple. The reason why women treat you like shit, the reason why women got an attitude with you, the reason why women fucking diss you and disrespect you is because they never liked, loved, or respected you in the first place. Your whole story is cap, bro. Matter of fact, it's big cap. I'm gonna call you the Mad Hatter. Fuck.
I don't know why it would happen to me to lie. You guys didn't even know me. Why would I lie to you?
Let's just say you did. You act like you've never had sex a day in your life, bro.
What it is you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. That's why you can't make any progress, bro.
All the sex that you've gotten, I'm pretty sure it's handed to you.
When a woman meets a man that's valuable and knows who the fuck he is, she knows that she can never overpower a nigga with game or a real dude or a man of value and not even to say a man of value, because that sounds too much like what other niggas be saying. What I really mean is a man that knows his value. When a woman is dealing with a man that knows his value, she knows that she cannot overpower him. So she ends up saying to herself, well, if I can't beat him, I gotta join him. But when a woman is in a room full of dudes that know they value, she knows that she has to submit. And if she don't submit, she got to get the fuck up out of the room.
No matter what level she brings it to, how loud she get disrespectful or talks fast, you have to keep your cool. You have to keep it on your energy level. So if you want her to be submissive, you want her to be calmed down, you want her to bring it down a notch, you won't yell louder than her. Talk to her like this. Yo, I don't do that. I don't know if you talk to people like that, but that's not how you're gonna talk to me. That's not what I do. And if you want to continue to do that, I will show you exactly where the door is. I will escort you out, tell you have a nice trip, and send your ass right to the gulag. You'll be gone. I don't tolerate that from people in my life.
For all you surface dwellers out there and shit, how does it feel following all these motherfuckers on the other side of the streets talking about don't do shit? Well, if you ain't gonna do shit, then why don't you do man shit? Don't run away from fear. Don't dwell in the past. Don't give away your power. Don't feel sorry for yourselves. Don't make the same mistakes over and over again. Don't worry about what people think about you. Why don't you do some man don'ts if you're gonna do a don't anyway? Grass eating lion.
It's sad to see so many men suffer from bitch assness, and the women know there's such at an advantage with weak men. They try to shut me up. This is the part of being a man, is standing on your squares, understanding that nobody's going to move me. I move mountains. Nobody's going to move me off my square. They need to respect your word. There needs to be a shift in behavior when you get home. They need to understand what the deal is when you're around them. There's no such thing as compromise with men. Compromise.
You should be fucking at the
all
truck
day.
stop.
All day. These conversations are obviously too in depth. They're too in depth with these bitches, man. What are we talking about? You're a truck driver. Bitch, I come in every state and I fuck hoes. That's what I do. And you gonna be one of them, or I'm gonna find one that will.
And the thing is, if she got an issue with you not having a place to stay, that means she ain't really feeling you.
Respect to Scary Perry for the $5 super chat. He says, salute to the Real Game No Theory panel, best show on Sunday. I don't know what leaving pussy on the table means, because pussy's not valuable enough to be left on the table in the first place, in my opinion.
Exactly. I'll have Christmas lights back there, and I'm fucking bitches under the light.
The following program is rated MAN. It contains assertive men who are kings of their castles, men who don't make excuses or blame women for everything that's going wrong in their lives, men who don't make the game about women, instead they make the game about the man. So, if you're into theory or use soft, weak-ass words like hypergamy, red pill, no fap, be on your purpose, high value man, or money, clothes, and status, buddy, you're in the wrong place, and you need to go 2 doors down where the male cuddle parties and circle jerks are going on. This is a man's space.
Since the fall of the PUA community back in 2007, most PUAs ran underground because they had nothing to offer. The content creator has become the hero today, dedicated to one single objective: to declaw and defang any person who listens. They decided to join forces to create a cult, and never giving those who listen a solution. It's all about clothes, cars and money, deception and manipulation, indirect game, going your own way. They talk pills and plates. They complain. They blame. Fake it till you make it. I just don't get it. A man doesn't need to lie to meet women. He just needs to learn how to spit flavour in her eyes and in her ears. Thanos broke down the game when he said, as long as there are those who remember what was, there will always be those who cannot accept what can be. Even in darkness, a man can find light. Sometimes the world doesn't need a group of fake heroes teaching lies. Sometimes the world needs a group of anti-heroes to bring balance, order, and truth to the game. It's time to summon the authentic players of the game. It's time to summon the authentic players of the game. The authentic players of the game.
Let it be no confusion. This here is a movement. Leveling up, real talk, ain't no illusion. Helping all the men see the light, that's right. Only bringing the truth, you can't deny, that's the vibe. We gon' bring you the insight, bring you the game plan. Show them we real men, we ain't never breaking. You know what I'm talking about, I know that you hear me. Yeah, this is real game, no theory. Let's go, real game, no theory. Here to make it happen, teach men how to be men. Now it's time to put in action. Taekwondo and K-Zagging, we got Miles in the building. Mr. 1950 and Steve the Dean Williams, Mr. Lucario and the anti-villains. We gotta keep it real, this ain't about hurt feelings. Speak the truth, gotta say it loud so you hear me. Real game, no theory. They don't want you to be who you destined to be. Real men are necessary, not accepting defeat. Talking the man mindset, and this is the time now. We will never fold, never fall off or bow down. Time to make it happen. We ain't even stressing. So many don't take accountability for their actions. I gotta say it louder if you don't really hear me. Speaking the truth, this is real game, no theory.
All right, what's up, fellas?
What up? What's happening? What's happening?
All right, let's take it. Let's we got a lot to chop up on this shit. So let's take it from the bottom to top. Miles, you up, man?
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Glad to be here. Grateful for another day above ground. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. Badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Gang.
Let's go, man.
Gang.
So, shout out to the fellas, as we always do about this time. It's great when you can actually be amongst real men, because there's a lot of bitch assness on these social media platforms. So it hurts my ears to hear a lot of bullshit. So when I get around these fellas, it's therapeutic. So let's get it.
What's up? I think I got a delay on my end, but hey, real quick, man. I want to say this real quick, man. To all you bitch ass men putting ads on people's social media at different cats, let me just say this to you, man. If I ever fucking see you in real fucking life, it's on site. I'm just gonna say that just like that, because y'all think I'm playing out here. I'm not one of those to be playing. I'm not that guy. So I know a lot of guys say this, but I'm just letting you know from where I come from, words equals consequence. So if you want to continue this disrespect at niggas and shit, then you're gonna find out what it's like. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, the man mindset guys, make sure y'all get your crayons out. Get your crayons out. Ask your questions and everything. We got a great show for y'all. Lucario, you up, brother?
Yo, what's popping? What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Let's get it. I'm ready. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
All right. So before we start chopping up, it's like a 2-minute clip because we saw we got a group and I don't know who posted it first. I think 50 posted it first, and then I was able to grab the full thing. So we is a comedian, I guess he was a comedian or something that went on the box, I guess, and he was talking about relationships. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick for y'all guys so y'all can understand where we're coming from when we're talking about no victims, only volunteers. So guys, check this out real quick, then we'll chop it up. Here we go.
You're not going to be the only woman that I ever. That's it. It's illogical to me to even allow a woman to think that if I love you and care about you, there's no way I would allow you to think that as a man that you are going to be the only woman that I want to deal with.
What if she's okay with you dating other people?
Well, that's cool, but the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you about that from the jump. My goal, my whole mantra is no victims, only volunteers. You'll never be a victim to no bullshit, only a volunteer to my truth. So you have a choice as to whether or not you want to deal with me or not, but you have to understand that you won't be the only woman that I deal with. Now, in fairness,
that's an individual.
I'm also not that way.
All right.
And when it comes to women, I don't care what you do when I'm not around. As long as
be a wilding out thing.
No, it's not said. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you I can do what I want, you do what I tell you. As long as whatever you do don't bring me no problems, I don't care what you do. My uncle told me a long time ago, if you don't wake up in the morning and wash your pussy, it don't belong to you. It's honesty. Women always say they want a man to keep it 100 with them until they run into one. Most of them have never had a man keep it 20 with them, so you have no idea what that other 80% entails that you think that you're looking for. The lies hurt so bad that you just think you want the opposite. This is what it is, this is what it ain't. You down with it, cool. You not, cool. I like the way I explain it is like we all are professors of ourselves, and I'm the dean of Chico Bean University. When you've been to college, you've been around. When the first thing you've been around, lend the skin. The first thing that they teach you the first thing that you do when you come into a college, classroom is they give you the syllabus. And the first week of class is you going over the syllabus so you can make a decision as to whether or not this is a class you want to take or drop. Mm-hmm. That's how I operate with women. When you meet me, I'm handing you my syllabus. This is what it is with me. You have a choice as to whether or not you want to take this course or drop it.
Would you say I love you?
Man.
Yo, I wanna say when he said the lies hurt so bad they think they want the truth.
Yeah.
That was some stuff. And Aaron B, he ain't red pill. He's a man.
Thank you. I wanted to address that. What the fuck?
Okay, all right.
What the fuck is there ain't no red pill shit?
Okay, I'll start this shit. Fuck it. So shout out to Chico Bean for keeping it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to homie for keeping it all the way 100. But his perspective is uncomfortable for most people. And you can tell that by if you saw the full clip, because there was some editing there. But if you watch the full clip, you see how uncomfortable Charlemagne and Angela Yee was with what he was saying, and they purposely tried to fucking like interject and in a joking type of way, but it's really because they uncomfortable. You understand? Like a woman like Angela Yee, when a nigga say I am who I am and either you fuck with me or don't, a chick like Angela Yee's Wait, so you telling the truth from the jump and I got to make a fucking choice? Yeah, bitch, you got to make a choice. Because I'm not trying to switch up who I am for you. I don't care who you are, what you look like. I don't care about none of those things, because the type of stuff that Chico Bean is talking about, and I suspect he be watching some of our shit. You understand? Mm-hmm. I suspect he be watching some of our shit. Shout out to him. I mean, see, look how uncomfortable they are. I mean, it was so uncomfortable they had to keep DJ Envy home that day, because if DJ Envy was in the room listening to that shit, he would be in trouble with his fucking wife, and we all know that. You understand? We all know that. You understand? Like certain conversations, the average dude can't even have these days, or they will lose their whole fucking life. Why? Because they got with their woman on a lie. You understand? They got a relationship on a fucking lie. So when you sitting there talking this type of shit, talk about, look, I am who I am, and most women say they really want somebody to keep it real with them, but when they run into a nigga that keep it real with them, they fall apart. They don't know what to do because women, a lot of women out here love the fucking lie. They love the lie. So it's the same reason why guys like us, we spit the realest fucking game in the internet or whatever you want to. We spit the realest game in the fucking universe.
I got 3 things on. Oh, go ahead. You done?
But we're at where we're at, though. You understand?
Yeah.
Because in our sector of the market, there's one thing you can't fucking deny is the longevity. Do you understand? There's one thing you can't deny, the longevity. Because guys like Steve the Dean, guys like Lucario, we've been on here forever. And they can't get rid of us. Why? Because the shit we spit is the truth. How the fuck niggas can't get no super chats? How the fuck niggas only could get, on a good day, 300 people watching a live stream and been in business for over 15 fucking years?
Right. But they want to get rid of us, though. That's why they make up lies and they slander niggas' names and they make up this bullshit. They want to get rid of us, though.
But at the same time, the message is so fucking real, they can't get rid of it. And shout out to a person like Chico Bean to get on a platform like The Breakfast Show and even to mention some of the things he mentioned. You understand? But Game, shout out to Maz V. Game is undefeated, man. They can't stop the message. They can't. Truth is always undefeated. You understand? And the beautiful part about what we talk about, we don't need motherfuckers to agree or co-sign it because it is what it is. But y'all got it.
Well, let me add this. And the reason why they were uncomfortable is because, one, the way he was talking, he flat out cuts out any type of manipulation from the woman's part.
Exactly.
Right? And when he lays the shit out like he lays it out, he's basically saying, you fucking with me on my terms 100%. So once a woman knows that, and a lot of these women that know that, there is no flex with you. So they're like, damn, I can't weasel my way, I can't finagle nothing, I can't finesse this nigga, I can't get him to deal with me on my terms. I'm not even gonna fuck with him.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I found interesting was that he said he was talking about, he said, listen, this is what I'm about, this is what I am. You're either with it or you're not. But he also was saying, listen, I understand that. Basically, this is what he was saying. He's like, I understand that I have influence over a woman, but she's free to do what she want to do. But that also means that she needs to understand that me being a man, I'm not going to move off my square. So with that understanding, you make the choice whether or not you want to be here or not. You make the choice whether or not you want to continue to do this. And on top of that, he said, listen, do what you do. As long as it don't infringe on what I'm doing, we good. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about right there. Yeah. Because a lot of these dudes, what I noticed with a lot of these guys, right? A lot of these guys out here, they try to they try to sort of control the woman instead of understanding how to control yourself. And once you control yourself, the woman sort of wants to be under your situation, which is what submission is. You see what I'm saying? So she's submitting to the situation, basically submission, sub under the mission. So when you control yourself, she says, oh, this guy who's controlling himself and is about what he's about, I want to be about what he's about. So you're not controlling her. What happens is that she submits under your leadership. And that's the difference, because a lot of these dudes, they be wanting to check up on their girl every 2 seconds. Where you was at, what you was doing, who you was talking to, why you on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And they going all crazy.
Right.
They don't understand the game. They don't understand what it is to actually be a dude who has that influence over the chick where she's going to be wanting to do certain things because it's in her best interest to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I call it free will. We give women free will. You know what I mean? We let those women know that you are free to do everything you want to do. But what guys don't understand, even though we give them free will, they're the ones that say, I don't want to see anybody. They're the ones that cut off all the guys. They're the ones that run behind us. Because only a woman when a man gives women free will, she recognizes that man gets a lot of fucking pussy and he just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care what she does, how she moves, or what she thinks about. And if you see a situation like you were saying, Lucario, Miles, and Zag, y'all are saying these situations that these guys are handcuffing and helicoptering these women, running behind them, asking them all these silly questions and making sure that what they think they have is theirs, and it's not. You know what I mean? And that's why it was said back so long ago by this great man named Jebediah Lucario in the year of our Lord 1765 of how hard it is to get rid of women.
Yes.
It is the hardest thing. We have no problem pushing women towards average guys because we know we're gonna get them on the get back.
Right.
She'll never leave an above average man, and I don't mean above average as your clothes, money, and status bullshit. I'm saying the way you move your mind. Fifth, you got it, brother.
Yeah, I what I liked about it is that he said it in front of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Exactly.
And I think that's probably one of the, you know what, because we understand the environment of bitch ass motherfuckers, right? The pushback from it, the backlash from what you say, the truth hurts, right? So when you say it in front of bitch ass motherfuckers that's been performing bitch assness prior to you coming, and then you say it in front of them, that to me tells me how much you stand on your fucking square.
Yeah.
If you're able to say it in front of people who's going to push back, you're able to say it to that woman. That's why I believe what he was saying. Some motherfuckers come on there and just try to appeal to the audience. You know, you got to make sure, you know, you take care, you do this for the woman. Yeah, you just met her, but you got to make sure you buy her this, and you got to show, you know, all this old shit, right? But he came on there like, nah, this is what it is. I don't even want no relationship. Nah, this ain't what he's already had foundation of his life.
Yeah.
So the problem with most men is that they look to other men to shape their life through their lens.
Right.
Like I just sent something in the group this morning about Puffy and the bullshit, right?
Oh God,
that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. I always knew it, but proof is in the pudding. If you have to do things like Puffy and you feel like Puffy is the guy for you, oh, I need to do my life this way, then you don't have foundation for yourself. All my clients, I always tell them this. I say, look, I can teach you things, but I don't want to show you things because teaching you is showing you how to live it in your lens. I'm not you. There are going to be different beliefs that me and you that have different, but they should have similarities to it. Like I know for sure that Miles, Lucario, Taekwondo, Steve, Zach, all these guys are not going to ever be in trouble by any woman. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? And there's no blinking of my fucking eye to know that's going to happen. So by saying that is that we may be different men, but we definitely understand manhood.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest part that I felt like he understood. He showed that bitch ass nigga, I ain't gonna say his name. He's a bitch ass. And then that woman that's in there, her whole life is chaotic and nobody's really told her or touched the bottom to allow her to understand that she's out of order. And then that light-skinned guy to be on the show, he's the worst one of
he's
them
the
all.
biggest bitch. He's the
biggest one. So I wanted to say that, and I like the syllabus. I like what he said, the syllabus, because for me, it's directions. Right? Instructions.
Yes.
He goes the instruction manual to be in my presence.
Right.
And so I felt and understood what he was saying by that.
Yeah. All right. We got a call. So we got a 817. You're on live with the Real Game North 3 panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Good morning, General. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
What's going on?
Okay, perfect. Name, the unbreakable one. City, Dallas. Age, 31.
All right.
So my question is this. This is something that long time listener, first time caller. I've been watching y'all show a lot, and something that I wanted to learn from each one of you gentlemen, and y'all can all chime in, is listening, because the devil's in the details. And something else that I've heard on this show is your language exposes you. But whenever I watch each one of y'all gentlemen, whenever y'all take calls on your individual shows or this show, y'all pick up on details like very well, and y'all are able to parlay that into digging and getting more information, or leading the situation and stuff. And I was like, dude, this is not only a great skill for only women, but also in business and all other aspects of life. So if each one of y'all gentlemen can chime in on that, I would really appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
I'll just say that as you see, a lot game and a lot of the stuff that we talk about has a lot to do with awareness and consciousness. Right. And what I mean by that is a lot of people live life. So a lot of people will have conversation after conversation after conversation, and they're never aware of certain patterns, certain signals, certain triggers, certain indicators. When you go through game or you go through life and you're aware, you start to pick up those patterns. You start to see things, and you start to develop a certain level of awareness and sensitivity to, for example, bullshit. Right. So when you ask somebody, hey, how many this, that, and the third have you done? And they say, well, the sky is blue and then, water's wet. And it's like, nigga, if you can't give me a fucking number, I already know you bullshitting. You get what I'm saying? So it's a certain level of awareness and detecting patterns, and you realize shit just like that. But go ahead.
Oh, let me piggyback. You said something, Miles. You said patterns. One thing that we all understand is patterns of behavior.
Yeah,
that's why if we're dealing with a woman, and like you said, if she on bullshit, we can sense it right away. A lot of guys, they'll deal with a woman, and because they're so enamored and infatuated with her, they don't see what we would see because they're so focused on her looks. They pedestalizing her. So even with the callers, when we get people that call in, we know right away what their fucking problem is. Okay, as soon as they start talking, that's why we can listen. We can identify and pick apart. This is your problem. This is where you fucked up. Because we can deal with a woman or women and we see patterns of behavior. So an example would be, I'm gonna pass it to one of you guys. An example would be this. A lot of guys, they feel some type of way about not being a woman's priority. So they'll just meet a woman and they automatically want to be prioritized at the top of the totem pole. I don't give a fuck about that. Okay, I don't care. But what I do know is if I'm dealing with a woman that I'm having a sexual relationship with, I can tell by the frequency that she reaches out to me that I might not be a priority, and that's cool. That's cool. Whereas I might be dealing with another woman, and I can tell by how much she own it, and she's jocking me and sweating me that I am a priority. But that comes to patterns of behavior. So guys, when they dealing with women, they get mad because they're not in. Carl, you took a call on your show last night with the guy from Berlin,
right?
Like he couldn't tell. He was so caught up and so in his feelings that he couldn't tell. This chick don't like me like that. But if it was one of us, we would have knew instantly. All right, she ain't feeling me, but I ain't tripping, and I got other chicks over here anyway. But y'all got
right. I'll say this real quick. Is I did a TikTok a few months ago where I talked about how back in the day I used to smash women and who had boyfriends and husbands, and that shit blew up. Everybody got all upset or whatever. Now the reason why I was able to do that is because, like the caller was saying, as far as listening is concerned. When you listen to what people are saying, right, then you pick up on certain things. When you pick up on those certain things, it tells you a story about that type of person and what they're thinking and what they're probably going through based off of what they're saying. This is why Miles says your language exposes you. So, for example, yesterday I saw one of my comments. Somebody wrote a comment and said, so are you saying that if a woman, it doesn't matter if a woman is calling you names and disrespecting you as long as she's doing what you're saying? And I said, bro, if a woman is cooperating with you, she wouldn't be calling you names. You understand? So based off of his comment, based off what he's saying, I'm listening to what he's saying. Based on what he's saying, I can tell he's the type of guy that doesn't understand game. So now if I tell he's the type of guy that doesn't understand game, what does that also mean? That means if I knew his girl, it'll be easy for me to take his girl from him because I can tell he's the type of guy that doesn't understand game just by listening to what he just said. So that's how deep the game goes, where you can connect these things where you're saying, well, wait a second, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. If he don't know what the fuck he's talking about, that means I know he don't know how to deal with his woman. Because he don't know how to deal with his woman, I know that I can easily take his woman from him. You see what I'm saying? And that's how this shit work if you want to be that type of nigga. But what I'm saying, where if you don't understand game and you're not really listening, you don't understand those patterns, you don't know how to make those connections, then you're going to be lost in the sauce. This is why you have to have that awareness. So when you understand this awareness, you're able to move and shake and make certain things go down the way you want it to go down.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Phil. I go to you, Fifth. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, so this is what I gotta say. So I agree 100%. But so what is really called, we speak man language. They speak bitch ass language.
Right.
So we can decipher bitch ass language on some of the words you use when you're speaking to us.
Mm-hmm.
They're like you say, like we always tell you, you telling yourself with what you say. We can hear you say things, when you ask certain questions, the way you ask it, the way that you come on the phone, the way you communicate, how you move, situations that you allow, all these things. Soon as we hear anything, if you notice the body language live on air, we're like, oh, right. Because we know what man language is, and you're not speaking it to us. And that's why we can decipher really quickly. And to be honest with you, we've been around men, males who've lived their life in this way. Yeah. So we've seen you and we've met you before. We've heard everything you had to say, and now we are trying to teach you a better way to live your life. But a lot of men, they just don't want to listen. So
right, if women can recognize that in a second, we can recognize in a millisecond because of how we are as ourselves. See, because we have a self-identity, because we have a self-image, because we have a self-concept, because we are self-reliant men, we can recognize the opposite of what you guys are. I mean, the young man, the guy that called in, it was a great question to ask, because we can recognize, and I even recognize in you that you have a lot of problems. See, these men on this panel were so good about, again, dating coaches, real ones, is that we can recognize problems in you before you even recognize a problem in yourself. Mm-hmm. The woman asked a great question, but I'm sure not only me, but I recognize problems in you. The guy that asked, we love the question, but I recognize somebody who has no self-identity. He has no self-concept. He doesn't have any kind of anything that shows him, like confidence or anything. And he's asking a good question. But as a coach, you're asking a wrong question, because you shouldn't be getting our opinions on what we think. You should be asking a question on how to better yourself. And that's how coaching goes. And that's why it's so important for you guys when y'all come in here is to be prepared to get punched in your chest, but also be prepared to ask questions for yourself to help you evolve.
Yeah. Caller, you have another question, or you want anything else you want to say?
No, Steve definitely highlighted something, because one issue I do have for sure is a lot of times, like whenever like I'm calm mentally and stuff, I'm able to like process things better, versus there's times where like my ego gets in the way and I'm like, you know what, I should be patient about this. I should move about this methodically, but fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to impose my will here, and whatever damage happens. I'll deal with it on the back end. Right. And then when I deal with it on the back end, after calming down, I'm like, dude, why didn't I do X, Y, and Z and stuff? Right. So that's like where the question was mostly stemming from, because it's just more like, yeah, like I feel like in this, like in my interpretation, I feel like, yes, you want to impose your will, but you want to do it tactically, if you know what I'm saying. I'm saying the word correctly. Yeah. You want to do it strategically. You want to do it smartly. Exactly. You want to have that awareness that y'all were mentioning without, I guess my issue is the same. You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like this, caller. I'll give you a scenario, right? Let's say you're in a relationship. You're in a monogamous, sexually exclusive relationship with a young lady, and after some years pass, you decide you want some variety. Now you can choose to cheat. I wouldn't recommend that, or you can choose to go to her like a man and tell her you want to open it up. Right. But once you open it up, see, a lot of guys they do shit based on their emotions. Okay, you made a point about being strategic, but also sometimes you have to be very assertive, and you have to have whatever happens attitude, not from a standpoint of being emotional, but from a standpoint of understanding all the different things that could happen. So if you go to a woman and you mention an open relationship, well, one of the things that can happen is she can gleefully agree to that, which might shock a lot of niggas. Oh, what? Right. Yeah, sure, let's do it. And they thinking, wait a minute, you've been fucking already? So you have to kind of be prepared for that part of it. Right. You got to be prepared for her to threaten to leave you. You know what I'm saying? And what a lot of guys will do is, as soon as they get conflict from that woman, they'll be like, all right. They'll either decide to cheat, which again I wouldn't recommend that, or they'll try and coerce her into, come on, girl, instead of just saying, look, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you what's going to happen. I'm not saying if it's okay with you. I'm telling you now. You can choose to not participate in the open relationship, but on my end, it's going to be very open. So, but a lot of guys they don't think of it like that. They go into it and they kind of present it to the woman like they're sticking their toe in the water. Like, I was wondering if, instead of just telling a woman what's going to happen. But anyway,
real quick, he's saying tact. You're trying to put it on a bow. You're trying to say something to put a bow on top of it. Fuck tact. Like we were talking to you before. You're going to just tell her how it is. I don't give a fuck what you think. And the fact that we don't give a fuck what she thinks, she's going to listen more than you asking for, is it okay? Or saying it in a soft way. Men don't say shit in soft ways. We just say it our way.
Right. And I'll say this too, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, I don't think, know the difference between intelligence and being smart, right? Or being knowledgeable and being smart. You understand? Because a smart, like the average smart person can absorb information and then regurgitate it. So like you have some people who know how to take a test, right? There's people who know how to score real high on the SATs, but you have a conversation with them and they seem like the dumbest fucking person on the planet.
Right.
You can have somebody who dropped out of high school and you sit there and talk to them and you like, God damn, this nigga got some game. You see what I'm saying? But see, intelligence, in my estimation, intelligence, I think, allows people to make connections. And because of those connections, I'm able to relate to so much more than the person who is just taking in information and trying to regurgitate it, right? Because when you're just taking in information, for example, if you read a book and you just want to take in the information without any type of intelligence or sensitivity to connecting things, you literally just take the perspective of the person who wrote that book, and that's it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But when I read a book, I think about conversations that I may have had with any man on this panel, right? So I'm reading a book and I hear them use a word and I'm like, I heard that word from Steve Dedeen. I heard that word, from talking with, Lucario for so many years. I've heard that word in my lifetime before. I even heard that word at church. And I'm putting all these things together so I can read a book about politics and associate it to fucking with a bitch, associated to church, associated to how to cook.
Right.
You understand? Associated to playing sports. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't do that shit. They look at the book and they say, well, look, this is a chemistry book. So why would I consider sports when I'm reading something about chemistry? Oh my God. But what I'm saying is that's the difference between a so-called smart nigga and an intelligent nigga, where the intelligent nigga, he's making all the connections. So he'll take one lesson and he'll have so many lessons in his brain, and he can use that information in different facets of his life. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say awareness and intelligence and being able to detect patterns. And then when you detect those patterns, you connect them all together, and it helps you in your overall perspective in anything that you deal with.
Right. That's real shit.
Cole, I could give you the last word, and then we'll go to another call.
No, this was awesome. I'm definitely gonna, check it out on the playback. Each one of y'all gentlemen, thank you so much. Keep doing God's work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let me add this real quick.
Yes.
What I want people to understand, what Miles was talking about is astute awareness. Okay, having astute awareness, and let me just say the definition: having or showing shrewdness and an ability to notice and understand things clearly, mentally sharp or clever. Astute observer. Many men are not astute observers, which is why they have problems with women.
Right. Right. All right. So we got 401. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Ethan from Rhode Island, Massachusetts. 28.
Hey, your phone is like, it sounds like it's vibrating or something. What's going on?
You got a Bluetooth, AirPods, or something?
Yeah, you can hear me better.
Nah.
Speak straight into the phone. Don't speak on the speakerphone or nothing. Speak straight into the phone.
Yeah, no, I'm not on speakerphone.
Yo,
You hear me now?
You control your environment, son.
Yo, we could barely hear you. Plus, you got kids in the background, bro. What's going on with you?
What's the question though?
You sound like my situation
I
sometimes.
wanted to say keep doing God's work.
Okay.
But Steve, he's not doing God's work. He's doing
fuck out of here. All right. 240.
Wait, what was he saying?
Nah, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. 240. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Let's get your name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Yo, this is Fred from Maryland. I'm 33.
33. All right. What's up?
Yeah. I just want to say that the game is about women.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, give me one second. I gotta hit this button. Go ahead.
Caller. Wait. Hold on. I'm having trouble hearing you. Could you start over?
I said that the game is about women.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Explain.
And it's a coping mechanism when you guys say it's about you.
Okay. Gotcha.
Go ahead. Explain.
Okay, I say this because I'll give you an example. Steve, by the way, I called into LaCarrier and Steve show last Tuesday.
Okay.
And I'll give you an example. Whenever you call and someone like Steve says you're a loser, I can hear it in your voice because you ain't got no women. Stuff like that. So you can tell.
But in this case, he would be right if he said you're a loser. But go ahead.
No, I'm just giving an instance though. Because everything you do as a man is about getting women.
This motherfucker, he didn't say that. I know he's trolling. He's got to be fucking trolling.
Yo, come on, man. You got Steve. You got Steve over here, man. Come on, man. What's up with you, man?
So wait, caller. So caller. So have you ever cooked food before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you cook food for yourself and you ate it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you ever went to the gym?
Yeah.
You went to the gym and worked out, right?
Yes.
Okay, what's the common denominator in both of these scenarios?
I did it myself.
Exactly. So is the game about the gym? Is the game about the food, or is the game about you?
It's about me.
Exactly. So then applies to women, nigga. That's what we talking about. So, go ahead, King.
But no, let me say this. See, this goes to what you said earlier, Miles, about the difference between someone who's just book smart versus someone who's intelligent. Then you have a conversation and these motherfuckers sound goofy. Now, caller, you can do certain things for yourself where the byproduct of those things can attract a woman. So if you want to be healthy and you want to look good, you can go to the gym and work out for yourself. And the byproduct of that is women could notice you more than they did prior to you working out. Right. But you're not necessarily going to the gym for the woman. See, and I think that's where you're getting it twisted, is there are certain things that you do that women may notice, but it's just a byproduct of it.
I got some questions for you, caller. So what do you do in your life that's for a woman? Because you said it's about a woman. So what do you do in your life that's about a woman?
What I do in my life that is about women? To be honest with you, everything that you do is about women. I'm not talking.
I need you to be really specific, because you're speaking right now, pretty abroad. Like, I need for you to narrow it down. What is it that you do on a regular basis that's strictly for women?
Making a lot of money.
Okay, so let me ask you this because every time you say something, we're going to talk about it really quick. So making money, do you make money to feed yourself and house yourself? Is that for you?
Yes, it's for me.
Okay, so otherwise, the ones that are homeless, the ones who don't have anything, they don't make money. They can't take care of themselves, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you make money to take care of yourself. What else do you do?
I stay healthy.
You said what?
I socialize. I stay healthy by eating and, exercising. I
Okay.
socialize.
So that's for you, for your longevity with health, right? So you can live longer. That's self, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. So what else do you do for a woman?
What else I do for a woman? I just explained that.
No. I need you to, because you're speaking. You what you're doing is you're trying to throw a blanket over this whole conversation, and then when we get down to the logistics, you remember the last caller? We can read through BS, right? So you're not speaking man right now. So speaking man is logic. Right. I'm making you use your logic in order to explain your foundation of your theory. Because it's only a theory, because it's written by someone else. So tell me, what else do? You told me you make money, but you make money for yourself in order to take care of yourself. You work out, okay? Well, you're doing that to live longer, because I work out to live longer, not for nobody else. What else do you do for a woman to make the game about a woman?
So all these things that I just mentioned to you right now, at the end of the day, it still boils down to attracting women.
See, and this is where you lose us, because now what you're saying is that everything we do as men is to attract women. And that's when you lose. See, there's a difference between males and men. Males live in an area of immaturity. Like when you see young boys, they put on certain shoes, they follow trends, they communicate the same, and they do all these things because they believe that's what's going to put them in a comfortable position to be accepted and to attract girls. So they believe that's the blueprint until a father comes along and says, hey, this is the way you live your life. You don't search for validation. You don't look outside, because nothing's outside, it's all within. And see, this is what develops to be a man. You're not a man, sir. You're posing to be one. You're a male. And the problem is nobody has told you that the biggest prize is inside of you. Happiness is within. You're searching for happiness through women. And that is the real problem with you.
I disagree. Excuse me. I disagree.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Having happiness in you has nothing to do with not being happy or attracting women.
Wait, hold on, real quick. So caller, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So if you got with a woman now, or you met a woman, y'all was kicking it or whatever, and you liked her, and she says, hey, I don't care about your money, or I don't even care that you go to the gym. Are you going to stop going to the gym? Or are you going to stop making money?
No.
But why not? You just said that you do it for women. So if she don't care about you doing it, why you keep doing it for?
Well, she's only one woman.
So what if all the women you talk to say they don't give a fuck about that? You just gonna stop making money and stop going to the gym?
No, because I understand that those things are lies. Women say they don't need money, but we know that women.
No. I'm asking you, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
how many? You got a girlfriend? You married? Like, what's up with you?
No, I don't have a girlfriend right now.
Really? So you dating anybody? You hooking up with some women?
Paying somebody's bill.
Yes, I am hooking up.
Okay, how many girls you hooking up with?
Right now, that's one.
Okay. So what did you do to get that girl?
Everything.
Well, how many dates did you take her out on before she finally such a dick?
One.
Okay. See. Now you're being disingenuous, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you're saying now, before I ask this question, do you spend money on her at all outside of that one date?
No.
So you just said everything that a man do is for women,
right?
So if you're not spending money on her, that means the money you're making is for you,
right?
No. I made the money not for her, but to attract her.
You see, caller. You see how you say shit, and you just say shit just to be saying it. But once we talk to you a little bit longer, all that bullshit is bullshit.
Just because I make money, just because I say I make money for women doesn't mean I should go about making money and throwing it on women.
But Cole, men, because there are men out there, they are mainly motivated to get money to spend it on women. But if you're saying I'm not motivated to get money to spend it on a woman, that means you're not making money for a woman. I need you to understand that.
Right.
That means you're making it for yourself.
What he's really saying is this. I'm gonna tell you what he's really saying. What he's really saying is I'm insecure. Caller, I'm gonna explain to you so you get some self-awareness. Caller, this is what you're really saying. You're really saying that I'm insecure. I don't think that I'm valuable, so I have to create some sort of value and do some sort of things in order for a woman to actually want me to deal with me. That's what you're saying.
That's what kids do. That's what little kids, little boys, that's exactly what they do until they're taught different.
Right.
I gotta have the latest shoes. I gotta do this. I gotta do it that way. I mean, to attract girls, that's what they think is attractive to girls. So they do that until they find out.
So caller, let me ask you a question. When you go buy clothes, do you look at the clothes and say, this is something that I think a bitch would like, and that prompts you to buy it? Or do you say, this is something that I think will look good on me and I like it?
Yeah, I think I look at it and I know it was good for me and I get it.
Okay, so you keep.
Oh man, you some bitch ass nigga, man. Steve is 100% right, dog. I couldn't even wait. I couldn't. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, man. But the reason why I'm calling you that is because that word fits who you are inside. You got too much bitch in you, bro. You allow a woman to you put a woman above yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I go smoke cigars. Like I'm going to the cigar line. I'm going to go watch this bitch ass movie just to talk shit about it, right? I'm doing shit for myself though. This is all me by myself, and I don't. It's not for any woman. Like I don't. For you to live your life in this small ass box, you are a bitch. You are their bitch.
Oh.
50, I got a question for you. You said you got a Ram truck that you really like a lot.
Yeah,
so when you bought it, did
cool.
you ask your wife if it was cool? Did you get the color she preferred?
Yeah.
I'm just saying because if the caller owns a car, did he take a bitch with him and say, which one do you like? That's what I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, any woman that would ever be in my life like that, I'll tell you right now, bro, they wouldn't have any decision-making influence on me at all. Any woman, I mean, I'm just saying you got to understand, like if she's in your life, she deserves some type of conversation when it comes to certain things. But when it comes to me, motherfucker, like fuck that. Right. I'm going to get whatever the fuck I want. And why would you even, like, you know what I mean? Like these dudes be calling and asking, texting, hey, what are your thoughts on this?
I want to ask
a guy to roll up on a motorcycle brand new.
Caller, what do you do for yourself? I just want to know, what are some things you do for yourself? That's not about women. An example.
Look, Harry, I've called before and I made this argument that the first law of nature is self-preservation and the second is reproduction, right? So if I've been able to preserve myself, it means that the next best thing that I can do is to seek to attract a mate to reproduce with, right? So that's exactly what I'm talking about. That everything that we do, when you've succeeded in preserving yourself, is attracting a mate, which is all about women.
No, but you just contradicted yourself because you said the first thing is if it's about self. Then you just basically said what we're saying, that the game is about you.
Right. Self-preservation.
Okay.
If you didn't survive, how could you attract bitches?
It's not, the game is just not about me. It's about me taking care of myself so that I can attract the women that I want.
All right.
So it's not a one-way thing.
All right. Caller. Stay on the line. Don't hang up. Stay on the line. Hold on. Stay on the line.
So the peacock does that goofy shit, right? Like he comes out, he spreads his fucking color wings, and he's walking around trying to impress a bitch. So we dealing with peacocks. This is who the fuck he is.
954. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Yo, how much do I have to donate to get Steve bitch ass off the show next week?
Your life. Donate your life.
How many of us is on the? All right, and with Taekwondo, we gonna need at least 600 million, my nigga.
Right. Nigga said donate your life, nigga.
No. We gonna need 600 million because look, we know your bitch ass gotta punch a clock. This is our work.
Right.
You understand? Yeah. So for to get Steve off the show, all of us need to be like, and I'm talking about after taxes. So all of us need at least 100 million, so we good for the rest of our lives. After taxes, homie.
You know they hate. You know why they hate Steve?
No. Listen, because if Steve get off the show for 1 week, he may as well never come back. So we gonna need that 600 million, homie. Hey, listen, man. I look, man. Look. Did you have a question? Did you have a question, homie?
That's what I'm saying. They've been mother raised.
All right.
They haven't been slapped by no man. They haven't been. Their ass haven't been kicked. See, when you've had your ass kicked. Mm-hmm. Like you are a humble man. Like you, that's what I'm saying. These dudes, they wild. They mother charged.
Yo, for real,
mothering him. They may not have had their ass kicked, but they've been pegged, which is why they act like bitches.
Hey, caller. Do you have anything real to say though? I mean, other than talking about Steve.
Okay, you guys say y'all want to help motherfuckers, but when motherfuckers get on, y'all want to disrespect them and shit. Y'all want to.
You came on disrespecting, you bitch ass nigga. This the first thing you said is how much we get Steve off the show. His bitch ass off the show. You're a bitch ass nigga. Don't ever contradict yourself like that. This is what I'm saying, bro. You bitch ass men always try to come on fucking. Matter of fact, like send me this guy's number. Send me this guy's number.
Isn't this Willard? This is Willard, right?
This can't be Willard. Is this fucking Willard? Is this Willard?
See, now you don't want to answer.
Caller, you good?
Oh, my bad.
No, is this Willard? Is this Willard?
Who the fuck is that?
No, this is Willard. He don't even want to own up to his name. That's some bull. That's some bitch ass.
Ain't you supposed to be in Tijuana eating taquitos, nigga?
So Willard, what's your question? Though? What's your real question? I'm sure you called up, but you got something going on, man. What's the question?
I said, what part of the game is that motherfuckers call up and shit, and y'all always want to disrespect them and shit?
Hey, give us an example of the disrespect.
When Steve always calling motherfuckers losers and shit, and then y'all say,
wait. Hold on. So wait. So if I call this a cup, am I disrespecting it or am I saying what it is? Huh? So if you're a loser and I say you're a loser, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just calling you what you are.
He hung up. Do
losers exist?
Yes. All right, hey, caller, listen. So please enlighten us more about why everything is about women, please. Caller?
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mel.
Saying that the game is not about women, it's about you is more of a coping mechanism.
It's a coping mechanism for what though? What are you coping about? You mean?
Thank you, L. Thank you. Yeah. Enlighten us on what are we coping from?
Coping just to make it sound like okay, if you're rejected, it's not about the women, it's about me anyway. No, I'm gonna put it this way.
Stop! I gotta stop you because you said something that I gotta address. Just give me a moment.
Let's take for instance.
Hold on, caller. Listen.
I'm trying to get a job.
Caller, listen for a second. Listen, nigga, listen. So when a woman rejects me, I don't give a fuck why. Her reasoning as to why she don't want to deal with me doesn't matter.
Right.
It's kind of like if you apply for a job and they don't hire you, you're gonna go ask them, so how come you ain't hire me? It don't matter. You're not gonna be an employee there.
Right.
So why worry about something you have no control over?
Right.
Hold on. That's a very good point you made. If you say you don't give a fuck, now what's the need to learn mouthpiece? What's the need to learn game? What's the need to learn from your mistakes?
What are you talking about? That makes no sense. If you don't care, the meaning is that you don't care why that's something
that way. You have to know the exact reason why it went wrong. So So that's where you have to go back and look at the situation and where you have to make yourself better, right?
No. Caller. Let me ask you a question. Is every woman you talk to going to be interested in you?
No, it's not realistic that every woman will be.
Exactly. So if it's not realistic that every woman that you talk to is going to want to be interested in you, then what we can say is that there's nothing wrong with the woman rejecting you, because women are going to reject you. That's a part of life. Now, if you're in a situation where you're trying to make something happen with women and 99.9999999% of women are rejecting you when you're not getting any traction or any type of results or success with that situation, then you could say, okay, listen, what am I doing that's causing all of this to happen? Right. And that's where this is where you understand game, where you're talking about, okay, being self-aware to understand I may be doing something wrong in the situation that's causing all of this to happen.
Right.
You get the caller?
Okay, yeah, but you remember you define game as having the skill to get what you want out of life, right?
Right.
So if I wanted, like I was giving you an example before, if I wanted a job at Google, I would have to do things. I would have to tailor my resume. I would have to train. I would have to get certifications and qualifications to be able to, get their attention and the job that I want from Google, not other companies. Google.
But see, wait, let me stop right there. Let me stop you right there. And that's your mistake.
What you want.
Oh, hold on, caller. That's your mistake, right? When we talk about, you're focusing on one particular thing, just like you'd be focusing on one particular woman. So you're like, I want that woman. That's your mistake right there, because you're pedestalizing that woman. This is why we say the game is not about women, it's about you, because what you got to understand is that what you got to say to yourself is, what type of women do I like and I'm interested in to have in my life? Right? So a person could say, you know what? I like Google. I don't need Google, but I like companies like Google. So I can go and try to see what's popping with Google and see if I can have a partnership with them. And if I don't, I can get an equivalent like Google to make that partnership happen or whatever the fuck I'm trying to do. So again, you're focusing on the micro instead of the macro. You're not focusing on the whole thing. That's the problem.
We are told that when pursuing our dreams, we have to be specific. So we have to be specific about what we want: the title, the position, the person.
No.
And see this. Caller. This is where you're mistaken. That's your mistake right there. Right. See, even in my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Right. In the first chapter, I talk about thinking and believing, right, that you can get any woman you want, right? That's the mindset you have to be the type of guy that thinks and believes he can get any woman he wants. Now,
I'm that guy. I feel
right. Now, does that mean that you're going to get every particular woman you want? No. But when you think and believe that way, that's what happens is that you get the type of women you want. Even, for example, shout out to Beanie Siegel. He had in one of his songs, I think it was Feeling in the Air, he said, I think he said, shoot for the sun, because even if you miss, you're amongst those stars. So what that is that even though you wanted to hit the sun, you still amongst the stars, which means you're still in the same bracket of what the fuck you want. So if I'm interacting with women, right? I'm not saying I want Tiffany. I'm saying I like women who got a fat ass, who got nice titties, who fucking cooperate with me and do what I say. Guess what? There's a lot of women like that, but you're focused on Tiffany. That's your problem.
All right, caller, hold on. Caller, don't go nowhere. Just stay right there. All right, so shout out to Dave G for the $7 super chat. He said this is a donation for Willard. Maybe he can use the proceeds to find a life. Shout out to Willard, hashtag. And then shout out to Sir Scrooge with the $9.99 super chat. He said, for the surface dwellers in love with Steve, you fucking losers. All right, and then so we got 647. You are on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city, and what's on your mind? 647.
Hey, hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Name, age, and city.
Yo, what up?
Yep.
Yo, I just wanted to shout you guys out.
Name,
Like, yo,
age,
this shit
and
is not
city.
rocket science. I know this guy on the call.
Hey, hold on, bro.
Idiot.
Caller.
Let's get your age real quick.
Hello?
How old are you, homie?
Oh, I'm 27.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, this stuff is not rocket science. Like, you guys are talking about explaining games. It's strategy. It's like you guys are trying to teach you how to fish, and you're saying it's about the fish.
Wait, what? Hey, hold on. Hey, look. Hey, wait. You sound really muffled. What are you? Are you laying in a blanket? What are you doing? You laying in bed?
You on a speakerphone or something? What's going on?
I better not hear that.
Bro, I'm not these niggas, bro. Stop this.
All right. Well, no, I'm
not
saying
laying down.
Seriously, we can't hear you. You sound very muffled. Like we can't make out the consonants in your enunciation.
It sounds like you're talking with a pillow over your head or something, bro.
Yeah, speak directly into the phone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to say, like, the stuff isn't rocket science. It's like, bro, you guys are basically teaching how to fish, and these guys are like, it's about the fish. You're teaching about basketball. Like, it's about like, no, it's about you.
Right.
You're learning how to dribble, learning how to figure out where the good fishing spots are. It's about figuring out how to trap. Like, it's just understanding how to get what you want.
Right.
No, I agree. See, again, the problem is that a lot of these dudes, they're so fixated and focused on everything outside themselves, which is why they can't get the things that they want, because they're not actually focused on them in order to get and receive the things that they want. That's the problem.
Well, let me say this, and I talked about this before. In the pimp culture, they say, you talk about a good catch hand versus a good keep hand. The problem with dudes, they're so focused on the catching.
Right.
Let me just attract the bitch to me. See, and L said dudes are so worried about everything outside of themselves. If all you focus on is outside shit to attract a woman, yeah, you might catch a lot, but they're not going to stick around. But when you focus on yourself, the game is about you. You focus on yourself as a man. And let's go back to the beginning of the video when Chico Bean. That was the man who mastered himself. As far as him knowing who he was, exactly what he wanted. There was no confusion about what he wanted. See, when you that type of dude, that is what's going to keep people, women around you. It's because you know who you are and you can convey that very easily with your words and your actions. What the caller is talking about is superficial, shallow shit.
Right.
So anyway, man, I got it.
All right, yeah. So, all right. So the other guy hung up. So we back to this caller who believes everything is about women.
So caller, are you on the phone? Caller,
you there?
Yeah, I hear you, but the line is breaking.
Okay, so let me ask you really quick. So normally, a lot of times men are taught certain things in life that gives them structure and strength, right? So what's your father's situation? Did you have a father in your life?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so is he still in your life, or did he walk away pretty early in your life? Was he in and out? Was he consistent? Did you live with him all your life? What was that situation?
I'll keep it real with you, man. Most of the things I learned about life wasn't from my father. He was just there as a
That's
provider.
the problem. And see, that's the problem, right? So the reason why is because the person who cares about you the most, that loves you the most, right, is normally your mother and father, right? So normally a good father knows in order for his legacy to stay strong, he has to instill in his son the strength of the game. Understanding what life is going to be like. This is how we are preventative for things happening.
Right.
So I'm asking you this, and the reason why is because let me just go to this small point really quick, because I don't want to brawl this out. So how did you perceive your father on managing your mother? And I use the word managing.
You said, how did I perceive my father managing who?
Your mother.
My mother?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, I grew up in a typical Nigerian household, so my father was the leader of the house.
Oh, you're Nigerian.
Every decision.
Okay, great. So I got my mom's Nigerian, so So go ahead. I know a lot about the tradition. So go ahead. How did your father manage the household?
Like I said, my father was the leader. He was the leader in every aspect in our lives. He led. He was in control of everything.
Okay. So did you view that as being bad? Did you view that as being bad?
You said what now?
Did you view that as being a bad thing?
No, I didn't view. As a matter of
So let me correct your point then. When you say the game is about a woman, when you are a leader and you need to make the decision that's best for the entire household, are you going to make it based on that woman? Or are you going to make it best on the entire household? Which one are you going to do?
A household.
Okay, so was it about the woman?
Okay, no, you're kind of using
Wakanda for life.
I'm talking about in general in the game.
No, it's not. It's in general because this is all a part of the game, and the reason why I'm telling you this is because when you view things in a way that you're not supposed to view it. That I view your father as strength. I view your father as managing strong. He just failed in areas that he shouldn't. He should have strengthened his bitch ass son. He should have said to you and sit down to you and said, this is how life needs to be ran. This is what it is. You lead yourself before you lead anyone else. And if you're leading by putting in consideration about a woman, you're not a leader.
Well, let me say this, caller.
Problem is,
hold on, real quick. I'm gonna make my point. I'm gonna be brief. Just give me a moment. To 50's point, yeah, your father should have sat you down and been more of a teacher and actually taught you shit by conveying shit to you verbally. But he was teaching you with his actions.
Yeah.
That it wasn't about the woman. It was about him leading his household. You're just not a very good observer.
Oh,
damn.
At all.
Emotional damage.
All right, go ahead, caller.
Like I said, we're not talking about the family and internals of the family. We're talking about the process of.
No. This is the aligning of your life. This is your inner lining, and this is where you learn it as a kid. What is the age you learn the most? They said what? 5 years old, right? I think it's 2. 2 years you learn. Up to 3. So what you've learned over time, exactly what Zag said. You didn't get the point. Your inner lining of your life was being taught to you, and you missed out on that. And I promise you, if you went to your dad and said, "Hey, it's a game about a woman," he's gonna look at you in the face like, "Man, what the fuck did I create? This ain't it." Especially a Nigerian father. These men are hammers.
Super traditional.
My grandfather, my mom's dad was one of the hardest men I've ever met in my entire life to this day. And my dad's my grandfather on my dad's side was a MF, but he believed X, Y, and Z. And if it wasn't X, Y, and Z, fuck you.
Exactly.
This ain't going on. So for you to act like that you are not strong enough or you're not the prize is very baffling to me. Like, that's why I asked you, did you agree or disagree with that philosophy? Because I promise you, he was not playing games in that house, and he wasn't checking with moms about nothing.
Well, 50, I'm curious, and April brought up a good point in the chat. What was your relationship with your dad like?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I've been trying to explain to you. My dad, I'll put it this way, he was, and it wasn't until I grew up and left him that I understood that he was unnecessarily abusive.
What?
Okay.
He might have brought us up with the iron fist.
Okay. There it is. And this is why
masculinity because your father fucked you up. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, Cole. I got you. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't hang up because we're going to get to the bottom of that. But
you get some therapy today.
I love it. I love how Miles is putting it up.
864. You on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. And how can we help you? And shout out to Dave G with the $5 super chat. He says 50. You stumped Tarbash. Yeah. 864.
Larry 28. Okay.
All right. What up, Larry? What's on your mind, bro?
All right. I had got me some insurance check for $20,000, and I want to know what kind of financial advice that you would see. But first,
get some coaching. I think right now you should spend some money on some coaching right away. So yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you just got 20 racks freely like that. Right. And you've never had that before, you definitely need some coaching right away.
No, you know what? Better yet, give us 20,000 and we'll get Steve off the fucking show right now. No, but seriously, caller, listen.
I don't hate him that much.
No. Listen, hey, 20,000 is not a lot of money. I'll be honest with you, but for right now, since you don't know what to do with it, put that shit in some type of interest bearing account for now, and then maybe you could look into either starting a small business, investing in real estate. Or maybe you might want to buy a car and rent it out on Turo or something, or put that money.
I got a car that I own. I really got everything. I'm trying to see if I can get a camper and sell some different milkshakes, ices, and stuff like that.
Milkshakes, ices.
I'm trying to be careful with it.
Nigga, all right, hold on, wait. Let's stop for a second. What do you want to do? Like, what's your passion, bro? What do you like to do?
I'm be fishing around. I do a lot of good. I mean, I do a lot of stuff.
So your answer is you don't fucking know. Your answer is you don't fucking know. Why don't you just say that?
Because that's not the all be our answer.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen. One of the most important things for any man to know is who he is. Now, I'm trying to ask you, who are you? What can you do for the rest of your life without getting paid for it, and you'll still fucking do it because you love it that much? That's the question. Give me one thing.
I ain't say that. That's multiple things.
All right. Hold on. Don't hang up. Stay right there. All right. We got 732. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city, and how can we help you?
Rashawn, 26, Jersey.
Rashawn. Duck out of Jersey. What's going on with you, homie?
Good afternoon, panel. Man, got some shit to say, man. Lucario, I gotta say, you one of the most quick-witted niggas I ever witnessed in my life. The speed that you come with analogies, it's ridiculous. I'm not trying to get your head. Now, everybody got their own talent, but that's why I can believe Lucario does what he does in the streets. His communication is that effective. You know what I'm saying? And the whole panel, you guys have a way of making people say things that they're trying to avoid saying, and that's the skill itself.
That's what we do with women, right?
Exactly, and that's what they like. That's why women say they want somebody better than them. So if you a slow ass witted nigga and you take it forever to catch on to what's going on, what are you in use for? That's how they see us men. You understand what I'm saying? But before I get off the phone, the guy, I didn't like this when he said this. Now, 50, I know you ain't like it either. But this guy said, "Oh, that's family shit." I don't mean that. I'm talking about doing regular day-to-day, buying stuff and getting money for women. And I'm like, no. It's all game. Because that father is like that because that's who he is as a man. He don't just turn into that because he has some kids and found a wife.
Right.
That's not how it is. So his ability to be a father comes from his ability to be a better man every day from the age he was 12, 13, or whatever. Guys start living their life and understanding more stuff.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That father is a good communicator, right? But also that can be good with women. And he may have gotten his job the way he got it because he was a good communicator. That father has boundaries. That father makes sure he's the leader and he doesn't complain because it feels like it's getting too much for him. He just takes care of it. He don't show no crazy emotion to his kids, so they can learn it. They can lean on him, and that's how men are supposed to be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got.
Wait, Rashawn, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Now, caller 240, because I know you might want to reply to what Rashawn just said about a man being a leader for his family. What do you have to say about that? And what was your experience with your dad?
Yeah, my dad was a leader, but now you're gonna ask what kind of leader was he? Some people will say he's good, and some people will say he's bad.
What do you say? I don't give a fuck about the people. What do you say, homie?
No, I just told you. I just told you that he took care of business in some aspects, and in some other aspects he lacked.
Okay.
Could it, Carl? Let me ask you a question.
I just want to know what credentials you have to judge that.
If you understand how, if you know how Nigeria, if you know not 50, you know how Nigeria is. The society is behind you. You get the women have no. It's the men who do everything. So a man could be abusive and still get away with shit.
Well, but what is abusive? Because I know a lot of times people throw that out there and they think that it's going to shrink the conversation because we're supposed to be sensitive to that. I'm not. So what is abusive? What does that look like to you?
Yeah.
Without you having no flashbacks and stuff.
I'm sure that you don't call your. I'm sure you don't call your children names. I'm sure you don't.
What did he call you?
Caller, please not. Let's answer the question by deflecting. Answer the question based on your own experience. What is abusive, homie?
I'll tell my kids, you little motherfuckers better be quiet all the time.
Damn right. Get your punk ass up and clean this motherfucking kitchen.
Caller, what was abusive?
He called us names. He was verbally. That's the best record.
Hold on, Steve. You know what he called him? A loser. That's what triggered him when Steve called him that the other show. That's why he didn't like Steve, because Steve called him a loser and his dad called him a loser.
Caller, you could have PTSD. Is it true? Did dad call you a loser?
No, I don't really.
What name did he call you?
Steve is a stranger.
Steve is a stranger. Stranger danger.
I just used Steve as an example.
Okay, so but it connects. So what did he call you, sir? What did he call you?
What did he say specifically?
Isn't about women. Why does Steve keep saying?
No. What did he say? What did your father call you?
Steve, niggas flashbacks at the abusive daddies. That's fucked up.
So, caller, what's the name he called you?
Well, Carrie, we're not about to go into the details.
This is why we got him.
Yo,
this is what it is.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Easy for you to understand.
Okay, go ahead.
All his children were not close to him.
Man, what name he call you, a bitch ass dog? What he call you?
What he call you? Come on, fam. It's okay. It's a safe space.
I have my call.
Man, you don't need the information.
Hey, hold on, Rashawn from Jersey. Hey, hold on. Rashawn from Jersey. What's your rebuttal to this dude?
I got something to say to this. Now, I have my own experience. From my own experience, I'll be specific. Man, my father used to come at me crazy. Oh, you ain't gonna graduate high school. Oh, you fucking rapping. I should have never pulled. I should have pulled out. You know what?
You said I should have pulled out.
He said, nigga, I should have put your ass into a napkin, nigga.
Hey, Rashawn, how did that make you feel?
Your mama swallowed your brother. She should have swallowed Joe.
That's a fucking opinion. It is what it is. Like, I'm not about to let this shit break me. And I look at him like, all right, so what, nigga? Like,
He got you tough, man.
He did that to toughen me up mentally.
Right.
You know, Rashawn, I had a similar upbringing where I ain't like my father either, and I don't like that nigga to this day. But regardless of that, I didn't let that allow me not to pick up things I needed to pick up from him. There were things that I learned from him. He didn't really give me no game about women though. Okay, so but I learned that on my own. But part of it, there was an inner toughness that I had, because you had to be tough. You couldn't be no bitch in that house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a better version. I'm a better version than my pops. I mean, that's just all a part of it. You know, the generations get better. you're gonna see things that happened back in the day that you be like, yeah, man, that wasn't solid. But at the end of the day, like that's how we improve, right? We improve the next generation by taking what you've gotten from them,
right,
and that strength. And now I'm going to apply it, but now I'm going to be different and better.
Do it better.
My dad would tell me I'm a way better version though. He
Right.
used to always say, "Oh man, you're a lot smarter than I was." You know what that means? Oh, motherfucker, you're better than me. You were better than me. And this is what people don't listen to when people tell you things like, man, you're a lot smarter than I was when I was 8. Yeah.
Right.
You're a better version.
Some people will see it as toughness, but some people will see it as a lesson, man. Maybe your dad was toughening your fucking ass up, preparing you outside that door, because a lot of the other kids will bully, talk shit to you. And if you can't learn from him, maybe it's teach you a lesson. But the feminine, not this caller, but that Nigerian motherfucker, that Wakanda motherfucker. The problem is that he all in his fucking feelings and shit.
Exactly.
Loser.
You hate your dad.
Tough love.
Hey, 240. Just look. Just admit that you hate your dad. Maybe that'll help you get to the next level to free your consciousness.
Say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Like, that has nothing. Listen, that has nothing. Hate. It's not even a fact that I hate my dad. I'm still in good terms with him.
Okay.
Only recently we had falling out.
Yeah, he failed you. You go after this show's over. Call him and said you failed me.
But that's I'm very cool with him. Like up till today, he thinks that he calls me his favorite. So you don't know.
Triggered.
Okay.
You hear his voice? He's got a little anxiety in that voice.
Hold on, caller. So let me ask you: does your father think that everything a man does is for a woman? Does he think that way too?
I don't know. My just like Zaggin said, he never taught me anything about women.
He never taught you anything about women.
All the things that I learned. All the things that I learned about life.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting how you have a great you claim you have a great relationship with your father, but you would rather talk to us about this than him.
Yeah, because what's the use talking to someone you know?
What's the use?
I won't understand.
Oh, you know how much knowledge that man got? You know how much he can teach you?
No.
Maybe he felt like that you was going down a wrong path with women, that you were too far gone. He was probably like, man, I can't really tell him that, man. He's a bitch. He does everything for a woman.
Contention between my dad and I.
Contention? I thought the relationship was dope. Hold on. What?
Just because you think that you're older than me does not mean that you have more. You understand, or you're smarter than I am.
Exactly, because you got Google. You got Google. So tell your daddy.
Hold on. Are we saying the ancestors can't teach us nothing?
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
That's not Nigerian. You know good and well what Nigerians feel about the ancestors. And for you to say that
did not have
you lost me.
My ancestors did not have Google.
Your feelings are not facts. Feelings are not facts. They can feel that they know.
We're not feeling that. I'm telling you that the ancestors matter. They put things in place in order for us to live the way we can live now.
Yeah,
we learn from their mistakes. We strengthen from their mistakes. So you saying you can't learn nothing from your dad?
I just want to know how is making things about
you believe that thunder and lightning are because the gods are angry. But now with science, we can tell that those things are just part of it.
Hold on. Let's get back to this. What has making the woman, everything about the woman, done for you in your situation? Like, how has that helped you?
It's actually made me become more in tune with myself.
Oh,
really? What?
Wow.
How?
Yeah, because I have to desire the women, and then I look at where I'm lacking, and then want to improve myself.
Wait!
Get what I want.
Wait! Hold the fucking stuff! No! You will not be doing that. You will not be coming on the phone and saying one thing, and then at the end of the conversation, you say a whole other thing. No, this is why you and your father have problems right here. Look. What did you just say, nigga? Did you just say that in order to get the women, you got to look at yourself and improve? Nigga, I'm about to hang up on you, man. I'm about to fucking hang up on you, man. What did we have this whole conversation for? I thought you was going to.
He got crack in that foo-foo. It's some crack and
Hey,
that's fufu.
What do y'all be putting in the jollof rice over at your house?
What's the point, man?
The point is you actually agree with us more than you fucking think. That's what the point is.
And it could be because you don't like Steve. Because here's the reality.
Steve's abusive.
Here's
That's
the
what
reality.
it is. Steve's
And that's
abusive.
why. And this is why you feel like you can't learn from Steve because of that mental block, because you don't like the way he talks to people. And this is probably why you didn't learn nothing from your dad, because that mental block, you ain't like the way he treated you, your siblings, and maybe even your mother. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happens, Carla. Hold on. Hold on, listen, real quick. We're gonna give you the floor. Just listen real quick. This is what happens, right? And this is why you still watch the show. Because regardless of whether or not you like somebody personally or not, hold on. You know when they're spitting truth and facts.
Exactly.
You just don't want to admit it because you don't fucking like them.
That's facts.
You like your daddy, like your fucking daddy, nigga.
What I don't like.
He didn't even want to admit the names, but he's telling us how he feels inside. He didn't want to admit the names that his daddy was saying to him.
What I don't like about some things that happen in your show is that you just try to force words. I never said I don't like Steve. I enjoy
first. We try to force what?
Words.
How do you force words? What do you mean? Give us an example. I always want to know these examples because niggas just be saying shit. Give us an example of us forcing words. Go ahead.
K-Zagg just said that he because of the way Steve calls names and stuff. That's what reminds me of my dad. But there's no correlation between any of that.
Okay.
I was just citing Steve because I wanted to make a point. I mean, Steve can call me names from now till forever, and
but it affected you. You said you didn't like to be called a loser.
Right. You said you didn't like to be called a loser because it reminds you of your dad.
Right. You just said that your dad used to call you names, right? So that's the connection, right?
You had a flashback.
Listen, I didn't say my dad. You see what I'm saying?
You wouldn't tell us. You wouldn't tell us what your dad called you.
Me names.
Yes,
and you guys
called you names.
To make it look like it's because of Steve.
No. But this is what we're saying. This is what we're saying, Caller. Shit doesn't. Understand this. Shit doesn't just come out of nowhere. So what happens is the reason you're feeling a certain way because of something that happened. Do you see what I mean? And so now you have a certain viewpoint, and now because you don't like Steve, you're trying to go away from what Steve is saying, or what we're saying, and trying to create a different narrative so that Steve can be wrong, so that you can be right, and so that you can feel justified in your situation. So we're not forcing words. We're just breaking down what you're saying, what you're giving us. Because we asked you a bunch of times, we said, what did your dad call you? You don't even want to tell us what your dad called you. So check this out. Hold on, real quick. Because you don't want to tell us what your dad called you, what you're basically doing is that you're trying to renounce the situation. And when you renounce something, you make it bigger, and you're making it bigger because it's that important to you. So the thing is that the name calling you're basically telling us without telling us is that it's a big deal. Ooh. By you not even telling us what he said.
That my dad called me an outcast in my language in Nigeria. Would that make a difference?
That's similar to loser.
Outcast is definitely a loser.
Yeah. So it's the same shit. That's why you're so affected. All right, hold on. Stay right there. Don't hang up. Yo, Rashawn, man, if you want to stay on the line, man. I still got you, man. Let's see. We got 954. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Steve and 1915 straight bitch ass motherfuckers.
Oh, Willard again. How you doing, Willard? What's going on, Willard? How's life, bro?
That motherfucker was caressing his vagina the whole hole.
Hey, he was on for like 10 minutes. He was touching himself for 10 whole fucking minutes to get on this.
He hung up?
No, he's still here.
So what's your question, Willard? What's going on, man?
Okay. So back to them bitch ass motherfuckers always being disrespectful. You say, well, how they being disrespectful? What about when they call somebody a bitch?
You led with bitch.
Caller, listen. When guys on this panel call niggas a bitch ass fuck nigga, how does that make you feel?
Well, when they talking to somebody else?
No, how does that make you feel when we talking to somebody else?
I'm like, okay, you some disrespectful motherfuckers.
Oh, really? No, but we already established that you think that we're disrespectful motherfuckers. But with us being disrespectful motherfuckers, how does that make you feel?
All right, Jack Nicholson.
So you can't even answer the question.
Come on, man. Come on. Are you called in to express a gripe, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of your feelings, homie, because I'm concerned, and this is a safe space, and we want niggas to feel safe expressing themselves.
Yeah, so imagine we're at a peer group meeting, and we're in a circle of chairs, and we're holding hands, and we're speaking friendly.
And I want to ask you, passport bros, why is always you going to? Why don't you go to Africa? Why ain't Africa ever mentioned? They women out there is supposedly in control too. Why don't y'all go to Africa for women?
We do go to Africa.
Okay, so why I don't see no passport bros? All y'all go to Dominican, Thailand, all these notorious prostitute countries. Why is it that Willard called in again and didn't want to admit he Willard, and then when we start mentioning passport, we said we do.
Exactly.
So you bitch ass got caught up in your words.
Willard,
I knew I was going to draw you in with that.
Why you disrespecting our black queens and not going to Africa? What's going on?
This motherfucker Willard got busted out.
You giving all your money to the South Americans and the Thailandese.
What's up with the black women out there in Africa, man?
Or go to the Bahamas or Jamaica. Go there.
Yeah.
Why we gotta travel to all these countries where there's high population of prostitution?
Willard, are you still out in Tijuana?
Willard, are you gonna finally admit you're Willard now? He said, "Who's that? Who's that?" This motherfucker. This is how I know these women outsmart your bitch ass, because you can't even keep up with me.
Like, how you gonna deny your own fucking name? That's fucked up. I don't understand.
Willard, are you
I
still
knew
out
I would draw
brother?
him in with that passport question. He's so addicted to. Oh no, we do. Oh, it's you, Willard. They got him.
Hey, Willard, man, do you have anything else to say since you don't want to express how you truly feel?
I'm just saying, no, y'all never answered my question.
What's the question?
I said, what's up with these? I said, what part of the game is that these two bitch ass motherfuckers always want to disrespect a motherfucker?
But that's an opinion, bro. That's an opinion.
You can go to Legos.
That's not an actual question.
Nigeria, it is very nice.
You got to give us an example of the disrespect. Give us an example of the disrespect so we can address it. Go ahead.
Okay, when they call callers, bitches and shit.
Okay, again, now, if a person is acting like a bitch, what do you call them?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Caller, let me hold on.
I think you're a bitch if you don't want to admit your name.
Caller, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been around a group of friends, like when you were younger, like maybe middle school, high school, if you went to college, and one of the niggas was acting like a little hoe, and somebody called him out for it? Nigga, why you acting like a hoe?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck you crying about that bitch for?
Right.
That ever happened? You ain't never had no conversation like that with your boys?
So why none of y'all be checking Steve?
No. But answer the question, Willard. Willard, have you ever had a situation where you or one of your boys called the other one out for acting like a bitch behind a bitch? That ever happened?
We don't bust them out in public.
I'm not talking about in public. Even if it's in private. Even if it's in private. Have you ever looked at one of your boys? Why you crying acting like a little hoe? You ain't never did that?
In private, yes.
But you did it though.
You hear the trauma? see, the man doesn't matter where it's at. And see, this is how I know you can't check women. Because sometimes it don't need to be in private. It got to be right there. Right. Wherever we're at. Exactly. And see, that's why I know you're not a strong man, is because you already just told on yourself about everything needs to be in private with one of your homeboys. Now, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Disrespect is on the spot. And I'm ready for the smoke with anyone. And this is what I'm telling you. This is why men like you hate men like me. Because I am a man that you can't get to there. You can't get to that range of manhood that you know that you're not going to tolerate no shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck them. Fuck everybody around me. If I got to flip a table at her daddy house, I will. That's who the fuck I am. So there's no time and place. It's just going to happen when it needs to happen.
I'll say this. I'll say this too. You know the difference between a guy like you and guys like us is that we create shows for you to call into.
Right.
None of us on this panel would ever call into another nigga's show like that. Like none of us. So I mean, if we got a problem with a nigga, there's no way I'm gonna click on this show
at all.
and then call in,
Not doing it.
express my problem with the nigga over the internet.
Right. But see, Miles, he loves our show.
Exactly.
He loves our show. He just don't like the way niggas talk to him, but he loves our show.
Exactly.
He's actually gonna get his passport back. He's gonna come back because
Hey, Willard, hold on. Stay right there. Don't hang up, bro. I'm gonna come back to you real quick. All right, so we got 347. You're on live at the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you? 347 once. 347 twice. 347 out. All right, who y'all want to get back to? Y'all want to get back to the money, women is everything, or Willard?
Yeah, nigga.
Or who y'all want to get back to? Or Rashawn from Jersey?
Is the guy still on the Nigerian dude still on there?
Yeah, he's still on there.
Right.
All right, Nigerian dude who thinks everything is about women, even though you have to look at yourself and improve yourself.
Yeah. Let me clear the air about this.
Clear the air, man.
Steve is actually my top 3 people that I respect and look up to in the dating game. Okay, that impacted positively on me. So I don't understand the idea that you guys say that
that you don't like Steve. Okay, cool.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, that's fine. We can move past that. We can move past that.
Just trying to
It doesn't matter. Let's move past that. But the bottom line is, why do you still claim that we do everything for women when you just said yourself that in order to get what you want from women, you still have to look at yourself and make improvements on yourself? If that's the case, why haven't you realized that the game is actually about you? If you yourself, you said it in your own words that you have to look at yourself and make improvements on yourself in order to get what you want out of life in general. How do you not understand, that you actually agree with us? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Okay, look at it this way. On my own, I probably would be able to live in a basement for the rest of my life. But the reason I'm looking to buy a house is to make the women that I attract feel more comfortable.
This can't be real.
So wait. So caller. So you trying to tell me the women you want, you can't get them because you live in the basement? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that for me, if it was just about me, if I was looking at it through the lens of, the game is about me. Well, okay. It's about nothing else.
Caller.
I want my women to be more comfortable.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, caller. Your father called you an outcast, which led you to not love yourself. So now everything you do is for somebody else. Because if it was just up to you, you would live in the basement, play video games, and beat your meat till you die. I get what you're saying now.
Right. Exactly. It makes sense.
By the way, just I said
just repeat after me. Repeat after me. I hate myself. Repeat after me. I hate myself. Repeat after me. I hate myself. Say that. I want to hear you say that.
And you look for validation. Look for validation.
No, caller, no, stop. Caller, no, caller, stop. No, caller, stop. No, listen. You just said if the game was just about you, you would spend the rest of your fucking life in a basement in the dark by yourself. But because you fucking with women, you feel like you gotta go buy a house. So just come to terms with the fact that you don't think enough of yourself to buy a house because you would rather just stay in the fucking basement in the dark because you don't love yourself. Say it.
If I wanted to be in the basement, the bitch would be in the basement with me.
Do you understand the concept of having space? It's about space.
No. Real quick.
Hold on. Real quick. So caller, why can't caller, hold on. Why can't the girl stay with you in the basement? Huh?
Would you be with me in the basement? Why would I want to subject her to that kind of lifestyle?
Because wait, hold on. So basically, you're going to subject yourself to that lifestyle, but you're okay. You understand what I'm saying? You're like, I'm going to be able to subject myself because I ain't shit. But her, she needs something bigger. How come she needs more? How come she needs more than you need?
This caller's an outcast. This caller, you're an outcast. You're an outcast caller.
Do you understand what we're saying? You're saying I would improve the quality of my life for a woman, but not for myself.
Exactly.
That's a problem.
That's because you hate yourself.
That's why daddy called him an outcast, bro. Why is you thinking like that, bro? You're an outcast. That's what your daddy meant. That you an outcast, bro. Why would you do something for everybody else and not yourself? That's not how life works.
Hey, Rashad from Jersey, what you got to say about that, man?
All right. So I'm gonna answer that question in a all right, fuck it. I used to live in a rooming house, right? So yes, I could be like this man over here and say, "Oh, I got a regular 1-bedroom apartment for bitches." However, what I suffered in that rooming house was crackheads dumping coke in the toilets, niggas stinking, never taking showers, pissing on the floors, all types of hood shit you could think of. And I thought to myself, I'm not comfortable here, and somebody's gonna fucking rob me because this window can't close down. I'm thinking about myself,
right?
But if I was to say I stayed in that rooming house because I ain't thinking about bitches, and I hate myself because I'm subject to so much danger in that fucking rooming house.
Right.
So that's what they're saying to you, caller, when they're saying you hate yourself because you keep yourself in the basement. You don't want to be in the basement though. But if for you to want to get out, come on, man.
Right.
That's real shit. It's crazy, man. So caller, listen, caller, you got to understand something. What we're trying to tell you is that you're doing shit because of the woman. Now, if you said, listen, I like living in the basement because that's what the fuck I do, and I like that shit, and you was just like, I'm gonna fuck with the basement because that's what it is, then cool. And then if you find a chick, you say, yo, come fuck with me in this basement because this is my spot, then that's cool. You're saying the main reason why you would get the house is because you want to make the woman more comfortable. That's crazy.
Hey, Miles, get to Willard real quick. I'm gonna tie this in.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay.
No, he hung up.
Oh, because I'm gonna say Willard.
Aren't we as men meant to be sacrificial?
Call back, Willard.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Did he just say wait?
Did he say that? Did he say that? You have to be sacrificial.
No, he might. He didn't say that. I must be losing my mind. I must have heard.
Wait, hold on. Caller. Could you repeat that? Nigerian caller, could you repeat that?
I said that aren't we as men supposed to be sacrificial in our duties?
Oh, you fucking say this. This can't be for real.
No,
he can't be for real.
No, but it makes sense. It makes sense why he thinks the way that he thinks.
What is outcast in your language? Is it Attico?
It says, your duty as a man is to be sacrificial.
What is outcast in your language? What is it? Attico? Is it Attico?
It's being disposable.
Yo, wait, hold on. You said you're disposable as a man?
Wow.
Sad, my nigga. It's sad.
You know what? The funny part is there are male YouTubers. Hold on.
Why don't you go ahead and explain?
Whatever your name is. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, dude. There are YouTubers, male YouTubers, who say that about men. We're just disposable. We're meant to be sacrificial. So someone said that, and you heard that, and you started believing it because you tied it into your life as a kid and the shit that happened to you, and all that shit is meshing and it's fucking with you.
Right. That's crazy. What are we supposed to sacrifice, caller?
You know how important I am, nigga? I ain't sacrificing shit.
We sacrifice our lives every day. Is going. The soldiers sacrifice their lives going to war. We sacrifice our lives protecting women.
Mm-hmm. Protecting women that brings value to your life.
Protecting what woman? What woman are you protecting?
Wife.
Masculinity.
No, caller. What woman are you protecting? So if you meet a girl at the bar tonight, you sacrificing your life for her?
No.
Okay.
You're supposed to sacrifice.
These are women, our mothers, sisters, and wives.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So wait. So are you saying, so basically this is what I'm confused about. So what does it mean to sacrifice? Huh?
I mean, if you're walking down the street and somebody tries to rob your wife, wouldn't you sacrifice?
Wife. No, that's not sacrificing. That's protecting. What is sacrificing?
I mean, putting your life on the line. I mean, when an incident like that occurs.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. You're protecting her because she's a woman in your life and she's in that position because she earned that spot. But when you say sacrifice, you're making it sound as if you're talking about, well, listen, you have to bend over backwards, forget about yourself as a man, and do whatever the woman wants. Because remember, you said that It's about the woman. So everything you just said, you would move out the basement and get a house for the woman, not for anybody, not because you want to, because you feel like you need to do it for her. So you're basically saying you're sacrificing your situation for the woman. Do you understand that? Instead of having a woman come into your situation. That's two different things. Right.
He acts as if. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, that Titanic shit. He lived on the water when I live in the basement. And my way of sacrificing is to, pay more, buy a house for us to be more comfortable. That's essentially what I'm talking about.
He just.
I don't like this shit.
Hold on, caller. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere, bro. Don't go. We're gonna come back to you. All right. We 347. You're on Live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you? 347.
My name is Devon. I'm from New York. I'm 21.
All right. Question.
What's going on?
All right. So that dude talking about he would like not want to be in the basement just to make a bitch comfortable. You don't have to do that. If a girl fuck with you, no matter what situation in life you're in, she gonna stick around no matter what.
Exactly.
So you gotta look for girls that got high interest in them, and stop trying to mess with girls that don't really fuck with him as much.
Exactly.
There's a lot of girls out there, like so much girls out here. You'd be surprised. Like these niggas is like they lazy. Niggas is lazy these days.
I'm not surprised.
Not getting no bitches, no results. Nothing.
Right.
So that's the problem. You just gotta put in some work.
All right, hold on, 347. Hold on, 347. All right, 240. What do you have to say to that? Essentially,
yes, I agree with him that if a bitch is fucking with you, she's going to be with you. But that's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that yes, I can be in the basement and attract a bitch, but then eventually I would have to move. I'll have to move.
Why eventually? Why eventually you have to move out? Tell us why.
I just said
to make her comfortable. Caller. Look, caller. Hold on, caller. I'm gonna share something with you. A while back, right? I had a wife, ex-wife now, but a while back I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment by myself doing my thing, right? Hold on, listen. I was living through a 2-bedroom apartment, doing myself, right? Doing my thing. She had her own situation going on. She wanted to get a bigger space. You know what I told her? I said, "How much money you gonna put in?" What do I look like getting a bigger space to make her comfortable when I'm already comfortable? So if she wants a bigger space, she has to contribute to her level of comfortability financially. I don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Right. And caller, do you have a problem admitting when you're wrong?
Yes. It's a Nigerian thing.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. Like, I'm just being honest. You have not admitted that you're wrong, not at all. So you're telling us that we haven't made the right points right now.
If I'm living by myself, I'll buy a quantity of food that can sustain just me myself.
No, man. Hey, do you have a problem admitting you're wrong?
I'm going to buy a bigger quantity of food just so that both of us can have enough to eat. Isn't that the same thing?
No, that's not the same thing. Buying a bigger quantity of food is actually a logistical thing because you and the woman has to eat. Comfortability, right, is something that she feels within herself. So if she's feeling you, she will be comfortable wherever the fuck y'all are at. Listen, let me tell you something. When they had the whole pandemic shit, you feel what I'm saying? I couldn't go in no stores in New York City because I didn't take the joint. You feel what I'm saying? So they was like, you ain't vaccinated, you can't go nowhere, right? So me and April, we like to go out to eat, right? So what happened is we would go all the way to Jersey every weekend to go eat. So April was comfortable going to Jersey every weekend because she fucks with me. You see what I'm saying? So when the woman fucks with you, she'll be comfortable. So you're saying that in order to get her comfortable, I have to do something else outside of me in order for her to get comfortable. That's the problem. That's what we're trying to understand.
And let me tell you a quick story about me. And when a woman wants to fuck with you, dude, I when I was younger, I used to work ugly shifts. Like when I was real young, and I worked a shift that I got off at fucking midnight every night. This woman drove to wherever I was at midnight, and we kicked it from midnight to whatever. Like, and she worked a regular day job, and she still came to see me and fuck with me during those hours because that's the only hours I had that was free.
Yeah.
And she knew I had to sleep. So she sacrificed her own sleep just to come with me, just so I slept during the day because I had to work that graveyard. So there's no, like I said, bro, when they fuck with you, they fuck with you.
Like, look, and real quick, at 12:38, Yvette 26 said, when we have genuine interest, we will sit on a park bench and kick it.
Right, exactly.
They will go where you're at.
That's what it is. The caller doesn't understand that.
All right, hold on 1 second. We got 111. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Let's get your name, age, and city. How can we help?
Yes. Bring that bitch ass nigga Nigerian back here in the continent. He's messing around. Bring him bitch ass. Please put the foot on their necks. He's still a bitch ass. He's acting like a fool. I'll leave you that I'm not my friend.
Wait, hold on.
That's his daddy calling in. That's his dad.
That's his dad? Yo, all right. So, all right, 240, you're on live with 111. So 111, what's going on? For real. What's going on? What's your question or what's your statement? What's going on?
Y'all niggas are funny today. All right.
Hello.
111?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you have to say to the Nigerian kid?
Nigerian guy to come back here in the continent. He's a bitch ass nigga, weak man. He's not somebody who is needed there. There in America, you're making these people weak. Back home, we will abuse him, take care of him. Steve, call that bitch ass nigga every time. Put their neck if they're weak, call them bitch ass. Kaiser, call them bitch ass. Locario, same thing. These men have to understand. Life outside here is not easy. You have to be strong like a man. Don't come on the phone and start crying like a bitch ass nigga. I'll leave you that man.
Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. Hey man, hey, we appreciate you for sharing your perspective, man. All right.
Oh, damn.
All right, we got 347. You're on live the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you? 347.
What's good with y'all? Salute to the panel. This is Brandon, 18, and from New York.
All right, what's going on, man? You just made the cutoff, man. What's the question?
Made the cut.
Yeah. I want to know, like, this is my question. Why are these bitch ass niggas such victims? And this is what I'm trying to understand, because with this last caller, that was the Nigerian, he's being a victim to whatever the woman wants.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he relinquishing his value and his resources just like he's a woman? But the thing is, he doesn't understand the value in himself. He doesn't understand. He never realized that that the woman will do anything when it comes to him.
Right.
She will be the one to accommodate him for whatever program that he's on. And with the experiences that I had, and that I, like with the certain chicks that that I deal with right now and shit, it's like I don't even have to do anything because I see that they're interested in me, and so whatever whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm up to, and I invite them to it, like they'll do it. It's not like it's not this back and forth kind of thing where, like I have to, compensate for whatever I want to do for her.
Right.
She will basically do whatever I want. And that's because she realizes the type of person I am and the type of person I am to myself.
Right.
And this is something that the caller doesn't realize.
Right.
And that's all I want to say, man.
All right, 240. What's your rebuttal? Basement man.
What I want to say is this: when you're 18, it feels like the world revolves around you.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
The world still revolves around me, nigga. What you talking about?
More from you. The world expects you to produce. You get, so this guy, this 18-year-old right now, there's no pressure on him to do anything.
I'll make this argument. I'll make this argument because I'll say this. My dad, right? Basically he was dealing with this chick, right? And she let him stay at her place, and they were in a relationship. So you could say he was being a homosexual, but she was rocking with him enough to have him stay with her,
right?
And to bring every resource. Look,
right.
That was just the kind of argument I was to make. But go ahead, yeah.
Miles, I was married for a while, and I was living with my wife. I moved into her place.
Oh.
Okay, And
Oh, wait a minute. This is a Nigerian dude?
and I have to move out.
Oh
my God, man.
Wait, sorry. Wait. Hold on. Wait. I need you to rewind. You said you used to live with your wife, and what happened? And you had to move out?
Yes, I moved out because I wasn't comfortable. I wanted to go be my own person.
You wanted to go. Wait a second.
Out.
So wait. Stop. Stop. Wait, no.
Got him.
Why did you do that? Every fucking time we come back to the game being about you. Because if you were uncomfortable, that don't matter. You're supposed to be doing everything for the woman. So why the fuck didn't you just stay and do everything for the woman and stay with her?
I was.
So why did you end up leaving? Why did you end up leaving then, bro?
But then I wanted to go be. I didn't want the story to be that I moved there. I wanted to go make something for myself. And
so, you're
all right, caller, pause for a second. Hold tight. Don't go nowhere. We got a new call. 267. You're on live with the Real Game No TV panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you? 267.
Yo, fellas, what's good? It's Dave G from Philly, 35 years old, man.
All right, what you got to say, bro?
Listen, man. I just want to give y'all props, man. Like y'all got to keep sticking it to these guys that come on trying to debunk y'all shit. They really calling in for games. Don't get it fucked. I think y'all know that already.
They sneaking.
Cussing y'all out and disrespecting y'all.
Yeah. Some slippery niggas out here. Slippery.
Or I'll stay where you call.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's facts. Appreciate you, man.
What's that you said?
I said they real slippery. You right. They try to come in and get the game, but they try to present it in different ways. You 100% right.
Which is why they stay on so fucking long. Because if they really had a problem with what we said, they would have been hung the fuck up.
Right.
Exactly. And 50, I think I heard you use this term before. I think you used the term mannerism. Like, that's what's going on right now. Like, the bitch is bouncing around inside of them, trying to get up out. It's pinballing inside of them, trying to get out. You know what I mean? With their reaction. So it's like, it's a real live a mannerism going on. Like,
it's inside of them. It's like a little person, little bitch, and he's pulling strings.
Purge. We're gonna purge that bitch out.
Purge that bitch out of them.
They that's why they be banging their head like this.
Hey, so like, and I was telling y'all before, Miles. I was checking my homie about allowing his chick to control him with the pussy, and he got angry with me. Almost wanted to fight me. I'm like, man, this the shit y'all be talking about.
Sometimes you got to square up with your homies, though. I'm gonna let y'all know. You got to square up with your niggas sometimes. They gotta know what's up.
Wait, is that dude still your boy? Because I probably would have.
Nigga, I'm bombing. And we can be cool. We can be cool, but nigga, I'm bombing. Nigga, what's up?
He might listen. He's my homie from afar. Like, we not hanging. We ain't hanging with each other. And I mean, I grew up with him. I got love for him. We ain't really, you know what I mean? It wasn't all that serious. But like, I don't hang with him, and I don't like when
he's probably in the cage. He's probably in the cage in the back room right now.
What you got?
He's probably in the cage in the back room right now. You need to check on him.
Yeah. That nigga on the couch with a pillow and a blanket and shit.
But not like when I would hang with him, I would come to his crib. We'd be watching the game and shit like that, and I'd be talking to him. You know what I mean, shooting shit, and he'd be in his phone, texting his John, like, you know what I mean, ignoring the situation, just going back and forth with it. I'm like, oh man, this shit is crazy. Like,
need to step out front. Need to step out front because he got to have a hard conversation and shit. Yeah, niggas like that. Hey. I'll let him know. We'll talk later.
Hey, call him. Hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for that observation, bro. We appreciate you. I'll give you the last word before
man, thanks for taking my call.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
What's up?
All right, so listen, man. All right, so we still got 347. You know, we got the 18-year-old young dude. We got Rashawn from Jersey, and we still got the Nigerian dude that's actually agreeing with us, but he's trying to be hard-headed, and he really likes it.
Just go ahead and let them all have their last word, man, and let's close them out.
Yeah. All right, so 347. We'll give you the last word before we let you go. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and another point that I want to make is that these other callers, they talking about, you know, Steve in 1950 calling them bitch ass niggas and being disrespectful and all this shit. They never been around real men.
Right.
You see, I grew up in the hood and you know, like I have family members that were actually men and that called each other out on their bullshit.
Right.
And so they never experienced that. And so when motherfuckers is talking real shit, now they want to get on in their feelings and start acting like, oh, like these niggas are being disrespectful. Let me be disrespectful to them back.
Right.
You see, like that's not the way. That's not how men deal with each other.
And I can agree with you, but men are not only in the hood though; they outside of there too. So I'm just letting you know they exist everywhere. It's just that we the ones who grow up in the hood with us, we can recognize that really quick. You know what I mean? So I could definitely I respect that.
All right, caller, man. Hey, we appreciate you for calling in, man. You have a good weekend, man. Thanks for your call. All right, bro?
All right, you too.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, Rashawn from Jersey. What's up, man? Hey, we'll give you the last word and wrap it up.
Okay. Now, Miles said expendable. He didn't say disposable. Those are two different things. Expendable is when you're smaller to a bigger purpose, so you can be replaced. The bigger purpose is her having a man in her life. You're smaller than that purpose.
Real shit.
She can get another man. Now, lastly, what I want to say is, he said sacrifice. No. It's not sacrifice. It's I'm a man and I'm doing what she can't handle to do, because this is what a man can do.
Right.
I'm not sacrificing my life when I stand on the left side of the street. I'm not sacrificing my life when I'm opening my mouth to how the restaurant treated my family.
Right.
I can handle that type of situation better than her.
Right.
No one's, okay, I'm just going to die instead of you. No, it's not that simple, but that's all I got to say.
Hey, man, great point.
I appreciate you, bro.
Man, appreciate you, bro. That's a great point. Yeah, man. Being disposable is different from being expendable, and it's not about sacrifice. It's about duty. So 240, Mr. Nigerian basement dweller. What do you have to say? We'll give you the last word, bro.
Yeah, thanks for Rashawn for correcting me. It was really cool, and I want to say that I have a lot of respect for the panel, especially Steve the Dean, Lucario. You guys have really positively impacted towards my growth in life, and I have nothing against you. I was just saying it based on how I see things around and how I feel. Like when I say the game is about women, it's about the women. It's also about me. So I'm not saying it that I just wake up in the morning and think about women. I just say that we do things because of women.
Gotcha.
It's like that.
Because of women. You called our show asking about women and shit, dog. I didn't have to say that shit. You brought up the bitch. We didn't just Lakara and I didn't say, tell us about your woman. You called the fuck in and asked about a woman.
Let me say this real quick before y'all let him go. Caller, there's nothing wrong with being considerate of a woman in your life that's earned the right for you to be considerate with.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about doing shit for women. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. You're talking about doing shit for women before they even earn that right, to even earn any fucking compassion. We ain't with that out here. We don't do that.
Exactly.
And my last thing for you, caller, is to be real, reflect on your life. Put things in perspective of what you've learned, and then you shape your life onto what you want it to look like. What I will tell you is that I think you missed a lot of your teachings from your father. I think you have a lot of resentment for your father, but I do think that you respect him. So that's why you deal with him. But instead of dealing with him, have a relationship with him in order to have conversations. There's a difference. So I will tell you, in life, the best thing for you to do is to be self-reflective and be humble to change. Because if you can't change, if you just stick in one area of your life, then what you're saying is that you can't grow mentally in order to mature in ways to improve your life. So I think the accountability part, the humble part, and building a relationship and understanding what your father was trying to give you will give you so much more clarity in life.
Yeah, I think he just need to shoot the fair one with his pops real quick and get that frustration.
I definitely tried to, nigga. I need to knuckle up with that nigga too.
Exactly. Go punch your pops in the face and start the fight, man. And once I get that
get a bitch to cook you some fufu, man. Stop living in the basement. Get a bitch to cook you.
Ask your dad why didn't he call you more of an outside? He should have said that shit more to you instead of less.
Yeah, I think so. I think you should just punched him in his chest a couple motherfucking times. Get your bitch ass up over here whining in the corner talking about I'm saying something wrong to you. Get your bitch ass up.
Outside.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, this caller. Make sure you watch the Fences movie with Denzel.
Yes,
son, that'll teach you. So just look at that.
All you is looking for love from your daddy and shit.
Would it change anything if I told you that my father used to call my mother names too?
Yeah,
So?
I called all my exes names.
Okay.
Yeah, I called their names too, especially when I was spanking that ass. Bitch, turnover.
Me being in my feelings.
No, no, it's okay. We already passed all that, man. We just talking shit for the end of the show.
Man, I'm trying to add your mom in here, man. She had her own. What if she called him names behind the scenes? Did you see her call him names? What if that was their kink? Did you see what I'm saying? Call her. Just because you view things one way don't mean it's that way. Talk to your father. What if you're like, oh yeah, your mom, yeah, she be saying this about me. She called me her dragon king. She like to be called bitch. She like to be degraded. You know, women like to be degraded sometimes.
Yes, they
do. Know they like to be fucking disrespected. There's men that spit in other women's mouths. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Bro,
so what I'm saying is you don't know what that kink is, bro. He may like to be demoralized.
50, you giving me flashbacks, bro.
Nigga,
Stop.
I'm telling you, dog, these motherfuckers don't know these women. These motherfuckers out here assuming.
Hey, caller. Have you ever spit in a woman's mouth before?
Yeah, you gotta let it drip too, let it fall. and to make it thicker, your saliva thicker, what you gotta do is drink some cold ice water, and that almost gives it a freeze like, and you gotta let it drip into her fucking mouth. And then you gotta close it like you gotta close her jaw and nose together like this. Bitch, you like that fucking shit. You like that fucking shit.
Hey, caller, man, we appreciate you, man. You enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. You be all right, take it easy, man. We out of here. All right, man. Y'all niggas is still
blow that food in that bitch mouth, man. She'll love it, man. Try it out.
Y'all out here choking and spitting on bitches.
I mean, dog, I was when I was younger. I was a wild nigga, man. But you know, I'm a lot different now. Nigga, I got gray in my beard and shit. Nigga, I'm not spitting on bitches, man. It's a prime now, nigga. I was Tupac back then, nigga. Now, nigga, I'm Maxwell barefooted, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm out here, nigga, just doing what I want to do in life. Look at me the way I want to look, nigga.
Oh man. Hey guys, listen, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the callers, man. It was a very eventful show, man. Yeah, it was a very.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Hey Miles, that was fucking great on how you manage these calls. Because to be real, you put philosophies against each other, which made engagement better for them, man. And I appreciate that, man. That was some dope shit, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I know another time you want to get this one question.
We have a question. We have a question. Go ahead.
I can't run this shit. Somebody else got to.
Who asked it?
Yamindo Yabe, right? Is that it?
Yabe? Is that it?
We just said the game is about order of oneself. Yeah, self mastery. Yeah, pretty much. That's really about it.
I think it's all of it.
It's always been that way. See, y'all got it confused, and the reason why y'all got it confused is because for whatever reason, y'all value companionship, affection, and sex from women so much that you make everything that you do, like the caller, the Nigerian brother, everything that you do is about the woman. And when you do that, this is what guys don't understand. When you come with that type of energy with women, they see you. And they know that you value them and pedestalize them. They won't respect you. I promise you they won't.
Well, no, hey, Zag, no, what you call it? Like old boys, no syllabus. That's the key. There's no syllabus with these guys to tell these women this the fuck is gonna happen. This is what's gonna be.
Because they ask the woman, "What can I do for you? What can I do for you to be in your good graces? What can I do for you?
Where do you want to go on our first
happy?"
date? Where do you want to go?
Yep.
But okay,
bitch, going to Europe. We going to Europe. First date and shit. That's I'm telling you. But respect to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know, every fucking week, man, we changing lives out here, man. We saving lives. Man.
Yes.
Hey, letting everybody know we got a Thanksgiving special.
Oh yeah,
coming up not this week, but at the following week. We gonna rock at a nighttime show. We're gonna build that thing up. It's gonna be a good one, man. And y'all need to be thankful, man.
The 23rd, correct?
Yep, day before Thanksgiving. At night.
Before Thanksgiving.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
So Wednesday, November 23rd, guys. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
8 p.m. Eastern time. You know, make sure y'all tune in. We'll announce it again, but we just want to get the marketing and promotion started from now. So, guys, we're gonna have an extra primetime show, 8 p.m. Eastern time, November 23rd, day before Thanksgiving. That's a Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, Eastern time, 8 p.m. Make sure y'all check us out, man. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, man, that has been another installment of the Real Game No Theory show with the panel. Shout out to Steve with the Man Mindset. Shout out to Mr. 1950 with the Silverback Lifestyle, Mr. Lucario with the Bad Boy Membership, K Zaggin, Manhood is a Skill Set, and your boy Miles Cunningham with the
Master. The real host. This nigga's the real nigga. You missed your calling right now, nigga. This nigga's a host for real.
Appreciate y'all, man. We out of here, man. Much love, respect, and see y'all next week.
All right, man.